The Italian Wine Podcast is the community-driven platform for Italian wine geeks around the world. Support the show by donating at ItalianWinepodcast.com. Donate €5 or more and we'll send you a copy of our latest book, My Italian Grape Geek Journal, absolutely free. To get your free copy of My Italian Grape Geek Journal, click Support Us at ItalianWinepodcast.com or wherever you get your pods. Grazie mille.
Welcome to another episode of On the Road Edition, hosted by Stevie Kim. Each week, she travels to incredible wine destinations, interviewing some of the Italian wine scene's most interesting personalities, talking about wines, the foods, as well as the incredible travel destinations.
My name's Stevie Kim, and welcome back. I've had a little bit of wine as well during lunch. It's the Christmas holiday. It's absolutely crazy. Every single day, lunch and dinner, there's some kind of festivities going on. Of course, it's wonderful. It's end of the year. Today's the very next to last day for the holidays, and then we'll be closed for a couple of weeks. But we're talking about Passito wine, Christmas holiday wine. And it's going to be a special series because we've invited 7 women, Italian wine women, who make Passito, not bollicina, Passito. So I think in the end, it will be very nice because I don't think anyone's done it before, right? 7 women wine producers from all over Italy who will join us for this Passito series to discuss their Passito wines and recommend the perfect pairing with a typical Christmas dish from their wine region, sharing their personal, nostalgic moments like Christmas holidays or the New Year's, and of course their wine. So hang on and we'll try to get José on. Let me see if we can do this. Oh, finally. Habemos José. Hello, José.
Hello, how are you?
So there were some problems. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. José, let me move back so we are the same head size. So I'm not a gigantic. So José, of course, you're a woman of many things, but you are the big boss, the big cheese. I love it because you're the big boss of Donnafugata. Usually there are many women working in the winery, and my pet peeve is that the big C position, the C-suites, the CEO, the COO, etc., are never women. In this case, you are the big cheese.
Exactly. CEO.
So
it's a tradition at Donnafugata. It's a tradition.
Yes,
of leading women.
Yes, and you, and of course your mom, and I'm very excited about that. You're also the board of directors member for ICE, who is an unwavering supporter of everything that we do in terms of Italian wine promotion. So I'm very excited about that. But today, it's going to be all about Passito.
Yeah.
And of course, my team, I had nothing to do with it. So they've asked that they compiled the list. And I said, very happily. And of course, they could not do without your Passito. Passito, everybody's famous Passito. So what are we going to talk about? Obviously, we're going to be talking about Berrier.
Exactly. Quite a unique wine. Can we say that?
Yes. So tell us a little bit about Berrier.
Yes, Berrier. The name comes from the Arab language and it means son of the wind, because this wine comes from a volcanic island which is called Pantelleria, and that is in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea between Sicily and North Africa. So a very, very far site to cultivate grapes. The windy weather and also the steep slopes brought the farmer to build small terraces that are surrounded by lava stone handmade walls. And on these small terraces, we cultivate only one type of grape, and the name is Zebibo. And this Zebibo is like a muscat grape. It's very aromatic, can be very sweet, and it's the perfect grape to produce Passito wine.
In the rest of the world, it's also called the Muscat of Alexandria. It's the same
Exactly.
price, correct?
This is the scientific name is Moscato di Alessandria. We can find around the world. We can find also around the Mediterranean Sea, other sites where this grape is cultivated. But I want to say that the Passito made on the island of Pantelleria is very special, very unique, very different, very difficult to copy.
Listen, so tell us a little bit about Pantelleria.
Pantelleria, it's a volcanic island, of course, surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea. It has very steep slopes. The mountain goes up 700 meters, even more. And so the terraces to cultivate vines, capers, and olives make a wonderful landscape, really a unique landscape. So the farmers are really the people who are preserving the landscape from any risk, the wind, the rain. It's very, very important to preserve the landscape agriculture, the impact that good agriculture can make on the preserving of the landscape. Producing this Passito wine means making a good impact on the ambient and making also high quality.
Yeah, and also it is what we call the heroic viticulture, right? Because it's not so easy to plant vineyards and also maintain and have them grow. And of course, the harvesting, the whole vineyard management is kind of actually a nightmare.
Exactly. It's very, very hard, very tough job. The vine is cultivated under the level of the soil. So we make a hole and then we put the vine just to protect the clusters and the plant from the wind. So for the men who are working in the vineyards, it's very, very hard to reach the vine and to reach the clusters during harvesting. And then we had another difficult point of the process, which is the drying process, because we dry some of the Zibibo grapes in the sun, in the wind. We have to select the clusters. We have to choose the sanity of the cluster during the drying process. And this, it takes about 3 weeks. After that, we have collected all these raisins. We put the raisins, the berries that we have distemmed by hand into the fresh must. And so there you have finally the fermentation with the maceration of the dried berries. Something very long, very difficult. It takes 1 month to produce the wine, and we must pay attention very much.
So what is the current vintage available in the market now?
We are drinking now 2017. This is a wine with a good longevity. Usually we keep it in our cellars for 3 years at least, and then you can keep it in the bottle for 10, 20 years. We have been trying a vertical tasting of 20 different vintages, even 30 different vintages.
Oh, really?
The wine is really incredible, yes.
And they can hold 30 years. So you do a vertical tasting going back to 30 years.
Exactly. It changes a lot because it's a sweet wine and the sugars are going to oxidize a little bit. But it makes some changes, like at the beginning you feel the fresh tropical fruit or the fresh peaches and something like this. Then little by little on the nose with the age you find some herbs like rosemary, like sage, dried figs, dried roses. So the wine changes a little bit, but this is the beautiful of the wine, that year after year you have different emotions.
But is that what you're drinking now?
Exactly. I wanted you to have a look of the beautiful color. It's the color of the sun in Sicily, you see?
And that's a 17? Or
this is a 17, okay. Yes. Brilliant amber color, and then little by little it will become less brilliant and a little bit darker.
Yeah, of course, you're obsessed with colors. You know, you're always bright, like your personality. You have a very personality, and also your wardrobe. I want to just go back 1 nanosecond, Jose, about talking about this special bush wine that you have in Pantelleria. It's called Alberello Pantesco.
Alberello Pantesco. This is a very incredible story because this type of vine training
Are you enjoying this podcast? Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel, Mama Jumbo Shrimp, for fascinating videos covering Stevie Kim and her travels across Italy and beyond, meeting winemakers, eating local foods, and taking in the scenery. Now, back to the show.
Has become a UNESCO heritage because it is considered creative trading system and sustainable trading system. Sustainable because the vine in such a hole can be cultivated without water, so no irrigation. So sustainable. Creative because the vine is not growing up, but it's going parallel to the soil. So the branches are very near the soil. It's incredible. The vine can be very, very huge, but never goes up.
Yeah, I think, for people to understand, they actually have to go to Pantelleria and see this. I remember I was absolutely floored when I saw that, and it's amazing. So we're going to get to the part, kind of our favorite part, because this is Christmas after all, and we want to know, how would you pair Berrier, your Passito? What kind of food would you pair with? Of course, you can pair with everything.
First of all, as you said, the Passito wine is very versatile. You can try it with foie gras. You can try with maybe a duck cooked with orange peel. In Sicily, we have a special cake, which is called cassata. And cassata is a ricotta-made cake seasoned with small chocolate drops and candied fruits on the top. So this is one of the best pairing with Berrier. But in Italy, at Christmas time, we used to eat panettone. And also very good artisanal panettone are a very, very good pairing for Berrier.
So is panettone also popular in Sicily for Christmas?
Yes.
Okay.
And what is very fun, that since 5-10 years, we started to produce panettone in Sicily. We try to make it different. We use a cream of pistachios, almonds. So we try to make it different, to make it a little bit Sicilian.
Yeah, it's a little bit with a Sicilian flavor. But the cassata Siciliana, is that the same recipe as, I don't know, the one they do in Campania, in Naples?
No.
But they call it also cassata, right?
In
and
Naples,
also
they
in
use
Puglia.
pastiera.
Pastiera. Okay, pastiera. That's the one.
Ricotta. The ricotta is a traditional ingredient of many, many Sicilian sweets like cannoli. Cannoli are based on ricotta. So it's really a typical flavor for us.
And what do you do for the holidays? Like, what is your typical holiday planning? What do you do this year?
Do you want to know?
Yes.
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
This year, I'm flying to Pantelleria. Really? I gathered a group of friends, we're around 15, and we will do trekking on Pantelleria Island. We're going to discover a canyon.
Fantastic.
And we are also going to discover some natural sauna.
Oh, really?
Yes, so this is my next holiday.
Okay, sounds great to me because my siblings are coming. I was thinking about going to Palermo because everyone is talking about how fantastic Palermo is. So I have to think about that because they're coming from New York. So maybe who knows? Who knows what will happen?
I can say yes. Palermo is a very, very gorgeous opportunity to visit Sicily. Yes, it's a great town.
So listen, we're going to wrap it up, but I have a special request because before you, I was with Caterina Day, and she did a little small song to close up for the Christmas. So would you like, of course, you're a singer too, and you're very close to the music. So would you like to dedicate to our audience one small sample of a Christmas song?
Yes, I do it with pleasure. And I will dedicate it to the audience and to my Benriel Passito di Pantelleria. It's a special song made by Pino Daniele.
Okay.
And it's called Sicily.
Okay, excellent. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
un posto ci sarà per essere felici, cantare a squarciagola e dirci tutto quello che vuoi tu, che un posto ci sarà dove si spera ancora, che il mare porterà una storia nuova. Io sono pazzo di te, y che sta fortuna, Sicily, te ne nessuna.
All right. Thank you so much. I love this courageous woman, a cappella, no instruments. I love it. My heroes, my sheroes, you and Caterina both. Thank you so much for joining us today and enjoy your natural sauna and all of that stuff in that wonderful place which is called Pantelleria, which is also where the Verrier comes from. So say hello to Antonio
to everybody.
and your daughter.
To you.
Happy holidays. Ciao ragazza.
Ciao Stevie. Thank you. Happy holidays.
Bye.
Listen to the Italian Wine Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. We're on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Himalaya FM, and more. Don't forget to subscribe and rate the show. If you enjoy listening, please consider donating through ItalianWinePodcast.com. Any amount helps cover equipment, production, and publication costs. Until next time, cin cin.